Good day, everybody. On this Memorial Day, just giving a quick update. The market is closed. It's a bank holiday, so the market is closed. Just wanted to share with uh, everyone that it's a lot going on in the globe when it comes to economics. Just reading the news here on um, Robinhood's homepage, Global Stock Hedge. It Global stock edge higher on optimism over economic reopening. It's getting a little crazy everywhere with everything opening up, especially like beach areas and park areas. So as you go out, please, 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 please be safe. If you don't think of anyone else, think of yourself. Just be safe. Make it, okay? COVID-19 test come to work. So there are a lot of businesses that are about to start implementing COVID-19 test. Um, this is outside of the hospital workers and the first responders. You're about to you're about to start seeing it everywhere. Right now, I think the most that have been done is temperatures being taken before you even start work. Now they're actually about to start implementing tests. And I know areas like New York, Jersey, Philly, Nevada, they're about to start doing this first. And Washington's about to start implementing this first. Um, Top movers since last week listed there, mostly pharmaceutical and tech companies. Apple still went out with a bang. Alibaba's still down. What I really wanted to talk about today was um, we're up to 14 bankruptcy filings due to COVID 19. So I shared about a week or two ago that I actually got an email from a company that I own that I bought shares in. There was a petroleum company called Whiting. Actually sent me an email saying that they're planning on filing for bankruptcy on June the 11th, I believe. Is it the 11th or 12th? Yep, it's the 11th. That's on a Thursday. So, so what I did was I took the 100 that I own and I just split it. I sold half, kept half. So, see what the outcome's going to be with that filing. And I'm gonna plan around it. There are some pros and cons when it comes to being a shareholder. Um, when you're a company that you own files for bankruptcy, what does that mean for the amount of shares that you own? What's going to happen to them? How what's the benefit of you having them during the bankruptcy? There are some pros and cons. Every filing is different. You just got to read into it. So let's look at these 14 companies. One company is Apex Parks Group. And I just got a feeling that a lot of these groups are going to be um, groups that are very dependent on social activity. One of those companies, Apex Parks Group. So, file date was April 8th, 2020. And they have two water parks and then 10 family entertainment centers. They're based out of California. You got to think this is a social company, so they depended on uh, the social stability of people being able to interact with one another collectively. They sunk or they're sinking. Art Van Furniture due to COVID 19. They have 190 locations. They're based out of Michigan. Over 3,000 employees. So we know that the job unemployment toll is real high. It's the highest it's ever been in the history of employment here in the United States. It's 3,000, 3,100 right there counted. Another company is Cinemex Holdings. Cinemex Holdings, they had 41 locations. They filed April 25th. And their employee staff was around 3,000 as well, 2,700. They filed and they're based out of Miami, Florida. Diamond Offshore Drilling. Diamond Offshore Drilling. They have 15 drill rigs with 2,500 employees. They're based out of Texas. Says right here their stock actually went down to 19 cents when they started to call it. The other social place, Food First Global Restaurants. These are the type of restaurants that we seen inside of malls, strip malls. They had 92 locations, over 6,000 employees. They're based out of Orlando, Florida. Gold's Gym, they filed. Everybody misses that workout. Over 700 locations throughout the nation. They actually filed on May 4th. Going to a gym, any workout space, it's going to be a lot of people, a lot of equipment close together, and with the social distancing laws that have been strict for the last 2 months, most spaces that didn't have a plan for a pandemic, they're gonna hate to say it, but it's gonna be a similar thing that happens. I won't say that it's fake. I'll say it's gonna be a similar thing that happens. Intelsat, over 1,100 employees, three of them in the U.S. and they're based out of Virginia. Their stock actually fell down to 16 cents per stock. We know about this one, J.C. Penney. J.C. Penney, 95,000 employees, 146 locations throughout the nation. They're based out of Plano, Texas. Their stock actually went down to 15 cents. J. Crew. They have 491 locations throughout the nation, and they're based out of New York. 13,000 locations, 13,000 employees, right there, added to the total. Neiman Marcus, 67 locations. Man, this is a lot of people, a lot of businesses. They're based out of Dallas, Texas. I mean, just on this page alone, that's a lot of jobs lost. Pier One Import, Pier One. There are 540 locations. The amount of employees are unknown. Stage Stores. Let me see them around strip malls in the South. They're based out of Houston, Texas. 738 locations in the nation. Over 13,000 employees. True Religion. True Religion, based out of California, over 1,000 employees, and they had 87 locations. And this is the group that I invested in right here, Whiting Petroleum. Whiting Petroleum, based out of Denver, Colorado. Uh, doesn't have a number of locations, but their filing date was April the 1st. Their court date is June the 11th. And as of right now, they're around 95 cents. I think I bought them when they were at 34 cents, so they did come up, but it's still not enough to stay stable. So we also got, no, that's not one of them. That's dividend yields. So yeah, those are the companies that have filed for bankruptcy because of COVID-19. Just to give a quick update, if you invested in any of these companies within the last 2 months, um, they didn't have a plan stable enough where they thought they could make it through COVID-19 for their business and their employees. So just a heads up, if you did invest in any of these companies, please check your emails because their financial department will reach out to you and let you know the next steps to take. And you'll also have options like if you wanted to sell out currently, or if you wanted to hold on to see what the outcome will be after the court date. So I'm still down 97% like I was at the end of last week. I'm going to recalibrate, come up with another plan. I did talk about that I wanted to try out the fractional shares to see what that's like. I am going to continue to buy stock to hold them, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get into. I gotta grab some tech, but I also gotta grab some. I gotta grab some. What they call it? I'll let you guys know. Tech food is a food clothes shelter, so I'm gonna grab some tech, some food, some apparel, and I've been looking at this financial group. I'm going to reinvest in. I invested in them before while they were down, and they're now on the come up. I'm gonna start investing in them. They're based out of New York. They're called. Their ticker symbol is MFA, and they actually deal with real estate. And then there's another company here in Ohio. I think they're based out of Cleveland. I may invest in as well. Um, but they have a lot of commercial real estate when it comes to like strip malls and plazas and stuff. So I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon unless the Book of Eli happens, you know. So that's what I have for today. I'll be back tomorrow, and